Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the Full-Time Wedding Pro podcast. My name is Peyton Helm, and I help wedding photographers and filmmakers scale to multi-six figures with ads and branding and amazing organic marketing. In this video, number one, we are comfy and cozy today. If you're watching this on YouTube or on Spotify, I'm chilling in my little cheap H&M hoodie, about to go to the gym. I'm drinking some coffee and filming some videos. But today we are talking about the 19 principles to live by to make your 2024 the best year of your life. So I've got 19 things that I have. It took me like an hour just to kind of really like nail down and figure out what I wanted to put in this video. But this is going to be a culmination of all of the self-improvement videos and podcasts and books that I have consumed, and then also a lot of my own personal just trial and error of growing a business for the last 5 years, two businesses now for the last 3 years, and what I've learned along the way on how to make a year amazing. Last year was one of the best years of my life. So it was definitely a roller coaster. I had some amazing moments. I had some really, really awful moments. And not everything went according to plan, and that's totally okay. I'm sure the exact same thing is going to happen this year for myself and for all of you. But my goal for this is to make you, whether you are a photographer or a filmmaker in the wedding industry, or you're just, whatever, if you're one of my friends watching this, or if you're just an entrepreneur in general who stumbled on a little wedding photography podcast, then I hope this helps you. And this is just for entrepreneurs in general. If you have a business and you want to really grow that business to a place that you are happy with and you want to have a life that you're happy with, hopefully this video and this podcast episode will help you. So again, if you want to learn more information about my coaching program for photographers and filmmakers, you want to refine your branding, attract ideal clients, raise prices, run ads, do all the things, scale to multi-six figures, go to fulltimeweddingpro.com. I have a coaching program with over 100 photographers and filmmakers in it. We are getting some of the best results in the wedding industry when it comes to paid advertising and branding. It's incredible. If you want to learn more information about it, click the top link in the description or go to fulltimeweddingpro.com. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is @PeytonHelm, and you can dive into more of my content there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I've got 19 points here, so I'm not going to spend too long on each one, but let's just dive right in. And one caveat before we dive in, I just want to say that I am not an expert and I am not doing all of these things perfectly. A lot of these things I'm actually pretty imperfect on. So this is almost a video for me as much as it is for you guys. So just keep that in mind. Some of these things I do really, really well at. Some of these things I don't, and I'm totally going to be transparent about these things. So let's start off with number one. Number one is script your life. Okay, so script your life, script your year. What is this? So 2 years ago, I watched a TikTok, maybe it was a year ago. I watched a TikTok and it was of this girl and she was talking about manifestation and scripting. And I'm a pretty practical person. I don't believe in all like the woo-woo manifestation stuff. What I do believe in is when it comes to manifestation, the law of attraction, if you put this energy out into the universe, if you write it down like I'm going to do this thing is going to happen to me, instead of maybe the universe aligning with your energies and all that fun stuff, if you believe in that, that's totally okay. For me, I just think we're priming our unconscious minds to start looking for opportunity to make these goals happen, and then we're taking action on top of it. So that's just what I believe. But in any case, I wanted to try out scripting. So yeah, 2023 is the first year I did it. So essentially what you do is you get out a journal. For me, it was just a binder with some loose paper, and I wrote like 3 pages, and I wrote it like a script or a summary of how my 2023 went. And notice I used the word went, right? So I wrote this in the beginning of 2023, but I wrote it as if I was writing a summary of how my year had already happened. And in this script, I wrote down all of my goals. I wrote down income goals. I wrote down relationship goals. I wrote down travel goals. And what I decided to do was I wrote this down. I put it away. I put it in my mind. I made it like 3 pages long, and I went everything, income, relationships, health, travel, business goals, everything, every single thing that I wanted to accomplish in 2023, I wrote down in this script. And then, the goal here is you put it away and you forget about it almost. You don't really forget about it, but you just kind of like, you have a path. And as long as every single day you make strides to continue the path that you're on and you continue to hit those goals, then ideally at the end of the year, the thing comes true. Now for me, most of my income goals came true, which was fantastic. Most of my travel goals also came through, which was amazing. I actually wrote down that I was going to go to Iceland. I wrote down that at like the second week of January last year. And then within a week, I had an opportunity to go, and I was like, that's crazy. So I went. I wrote down relationship goals. The relationship thing didn't really work out for me, but that's okay. And I wrote down health goals. I achieved those. It's just so many amazing things happened. And, you could argue, oh, these things would have happened anyway if you just stayed consistent, which might be true. But I feel like this is it's like setting a destination, right, for the end of your year. And I recommend you do it. I've already done it for 2024. I'm pretty excited. If you do this, let it. Also, if you want more information on this, just look it up on YouTube. Look up scripting, manifestation. There's journaling and all kinds of stuff. There's a ton of YouTube videos about it. This is just something that I did. I liked it. It worked for me. I've already written mine for 2024 with my income goals, with my relationship goals, with health goals, travel goals, everything. So script your life. That's number one. So you have an end destination, you know where you're going. Number two, set goals for inputs, not outputs. Okay, so now when we talk about scripting, it's not necessarily goal setting. So with scripting, you are essentially painting a vision of how you would like your 2024 to go. So technically that is setting a goal for an output, right? So an output is something that you get in return for your inputs. So an output is making $100,000 in a year or making $200,000 in a year. An input is refining your brand. It's raising your price. It's running advertising. So an input are the things that you do, and the output is the result from it. So what I recommend you do when you're setting goals, this is the second principle to live by. Don't set goals. If you've got like a goal sheet or a vision board or whatever, visualize your life in your script, and that can be output focused. That's totally fine. But for goal setting, specific goal setting, don't set goals for outputs, set goals for inputs. Say, okay, instead of making $500,000 at the end of the year, I am going to set a goal to show up in my business for 2 hours a day, every single day. If I'm part-time or if I'm full-time, I'm going to show up 8 hours a day, Monday through Friday. And I'm going to do and commit to the things that are going to get me 80% of the results for my business, whether that is creating content, whether that is advertising, whether that's, raising prices or whatever else, doing sales calls. I keep almost knocking over my coffee. This is hilarious. Whatever else, write down all of the tasks that you need to focus on to achieve your goals. And then if you set goals for doing those every single day, the outputs will happen. And a lot of times what I've seen, especially with my coaching students, is the outputs will happen at a far greater and a far better capacity than if you had just set the goal by yourself. I also do want to caveat here and say that even though there's 19 of these are not in order of importance. These are just kind of what my brain decided to write down first. Okay, so these are not in any order of importance. So just please keep that in mind. So that's number two, set goals for inputs, not outputs. Number three, read. If you are not a reader, I get you. I am also not a reader. I can't stand reading for some reason. I sit there and I try to read, and I have so bad ADHD that it takes me like 2 or 3, reads of a page sometimes just to get the information. So I get you. However, reading books, high value books, self-help books, even, fiction books, if you want to just escape for a little bit, that does so much for your mental health, for your brain, for your ADHD and your focus. Read. That's all I can really say. And you can learn so much, especially from self-improvement, entrepreneurship books, mindset books, all kinds of books that are out there for self-improvement. And if you read, you commit to reading 10 minutes, 30 minutes a day, an hour a day, if you have the time, do it. You will not regret it, right? If you read every single day for the entirety of this year, you will be miles ahead. Even if you just do it for this year, you will be miles ahead in intellect, in skill, in just really life experience almost, just because you have read books. You will be an expert in so many things just because you've read books. Read books, my friend. Just read books. If you want to, you can do audiobooks. I love audiobooks. I love podcasts. Just commit to doing something every single day to improve your mental health. That's my goal. Number 4, get healthy. This is a controversial one. I have been called fat phobic before because I promote people going to the gym and people being healthy and eating healthy. My friends, I used to be unhealthy. I used to be a little bit overweight. I wasn't ever fat by any means, but I was overweight. I ate fast food. I drank soda. It was bad. I was definitely like looking back on videos that I had done, even just a few years ago. I was like, God, I was awful. I could barely shoot weddings because like I would just sweat and I would be like, gross and tired. My friends, ever since I started eating healthy, I started drinking a whole lot more water. I started going to the gym. I have felt so much better. I look better, obviously, but I have felt so much better. I have way more energy. I have way more of a like motivation and drive just to do things. Now, every time I eat fast food or whatever, like I feel so groggy and I'm like, I don't like it. So number 4 is get healthy. This will help you in so many aspects. Discipline, willpower. It will help you with obviously your looks. You will always look better by working out. You will always feel better by eating healthier. So if you're not healthy right now, make that a goal for 2024 and actually stick to it, please. Like if you don't know where, if you want to go to the gym, but you don't know where to start, like you're a dude, even if you're a woman and you don't know where to start in the gym, hire a personal trainer, hire a coach. There are so many amazing coaches out there that can help you. In fact, if you want to work with my coach, he's amazing. Just let me know and I'll hook you up. He's great. So, just find a way to get healthy. No matter what your goals are, just get healthy. It will help you in so many ways. That's number 4. The 5th principle is be accountable. If you really want to deep dive in on accountability, I have a podcast episode called Accountability Will Make You Rich. The purpose behind this principle is that so many people do not realize that we have full control over our lives. We have absolutely full control. Now, obviously, you could get cancer, you could get in a car accident. You don't have control over that stuff, and that's okay. But you have full control over the choices that you make and the decisions that you make to get your life where it has been currently and where you will go. Okay, you have full control over that. So if you want to grow your business, you know the things you need to do. You just need to make a choice to do them, and you need to be accountable. If you're not booking weddings right now, if you're not successful, that's your fault, barring some kind of crazy illness or whatever. Most likely it's your fault. You have not done the marketing required. You have not done the branding required. Your pricing is too cheap or sucks or whatever. You're not posting enough content. You are, or maybe you just don't know what to do. That's also your fault because you haven't invested in a coach. Okay. Take full accountability. If you cast power to your circumstances, you are casting power away from yourself. It's one of my all-time favorite quotes from Alex Hormozy. And essentially what it means is like, oh, if I'm sitting here and I'm broke and I'm not booking weddings and I say, oh, it must be the market, it must be the competition, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that means that I have no power to fix it. So maybe I should just quit. Who thinks like that? Nobody successful thinks like that. What you should be thinking instead is if I'm not booking and if I'm not successful, if I'm not making the money I want, if I'm not traveling the way I want to, that's my fault. But guess what? Because it's my fault and I have full control over it, I can change. It's that easy. It's not easy. It's really not easy. It's actually one of the most difficult things you could possibly do, but it is worth it. It is worth it to be accountable. Okay, so be accountable. That's number 5. Number 6, maintain a healthy work-life balance. This is something, totally being honest, that I am not great at. Sometimes I could work all the way till midnight or 2 a.m. and sometimes you have to do that. Like I just did an in-person coaching session with one of my friends in South Carolina, and we were there for coaching for 8 hours, and I was on, combined with the road, I drove 6 hours in total. So this is a long day. So, sometimes that will happen. And with photographers and filmmakers in the wedding industry, we work long hours sometimes, and that's okay. But please try to maintain a healthy work-life balance. Get off work every day at 5 or 6 or whatever. Wake up early, do your work, do the things required, and then go out and have fun with friends. Go out and spend time with family. You deserve it, and your friends and family deserve it. They deserve you. All right. So please, we only have one life here, and it's great to build a business and it's great to grind. And I am not against grinding, but please try to find time for friends, try to find time for family, try to find time for your own mental health. If you just want to sit down and watch Netflix for a little bit, do it. I don't fucking vibe with the people who are like, oh, don't watch Netflix at all because you're lazy. I mean, if all you do is watch Netflix, then sure. But if you want to relax a little bit, I just got done binging Money Heist for the second time. So, and I'm fine, right? So maintain a healthy work-life balance. It will help you in the long run for your mental health. That's the 6th principle. 7th principle is journal. Now, journaling is something that I have gone back and forth on ideologies about. So I've heard, oh, you should journal every single day. I could never be consistent with it. And I've just found that sometimes I don't have anything to say and journaling was a waste of time. So for me, journaling, I just kind of do it whenever I feel like I need to. I don't do it every day. I don't force myself to do it every day. You could do a gratitude journal. You could do a manifestation journal. You could just write your freaking thoughts and feelings. If that's what you want to do, go for it. The therapist that I work with sometimes, she just advised me to just journal whenever I feel like it. And if I feel like I need to talk to somebody and there's nobody there. So that's what I do. It works for me. But it's a really, really solid way to just kind of get your thoughts out. If I find that my mind is super jumbled, because I'm bouncing around with a bunch of ideas, or if I'm going through a stressful time, I'll journal. And sometimes you could journal on, just by writing it down. You can journal through a note-taking software like Notion, or I think Apple just released a journal app on their phone. So, journal. It will help you just kind of get your thoughts out there and help you feel at ease. Every time I do journal, I'm usually in a stressed out place. And once I do that, I'll do it for like 30 minutes or an hour. I feel so much better. So journal. It will help you. Don't force yourself to stay consistent with it if you don't want to. Just do it when you feel like it. That's my best advice for you. Number 8, pray. And or if you're not religious, meditate. Do breath work. Praying and meditation has kind of the same effects on your brain, which is why I use these interchangeably. If you're Christian like myself, or if you're religious like myself, I should say, then pray to whatever higher being that you believe in. And if you are not religious, that's totally cool. Meditate. Sit there and just breathe. Focus on your breathing. This has so many positive aspects on, number one, your focus, but also your mental health and your mental clarity. Okay. There's a ton of studies that go into breath work and meditation in general, and praying obviously helps a lot of people who are religious. So I've done all of the above, and every single time I do any of them, they help me quite a bit, just with mental strain, focus, and overall just kind of peace of mind. So pray, meditate, or do breath work. That is the 8th principle for making 2024 the best year of your life. Number 9, invest in education. Obviously, I'm a little biased here because I am a coach and I'm fully aware of that. However, every single time I have hit a plateau in my business, or I get stuck and I'm like, okay, what do? I have invested in education. I've not always invested in the best education, and I've been very transparent about that. But most recently, I've been kind of struggling on how to grow Full-Time Wedding Pro to a 7-figure brand. And because my goal really with it is just to be the biggest coaching program in the wedding industry, because I want to impact and help as many photographers and filmmakers as I possibly can, because we are doing amazing things in Full-Time Wedding Pro. And I want to help as many people as possible to do that. So I have invested in my own education on how to scale it, how to make sure that I'm consistently getting my clients results while bringing on new people and making sure I'm managing time correctly. It's really complex, and I had to invest in education. I invested 5 figures. I've invested multiple 5 figures in 2023 just in coaches and education alone. And it has helped me tremendously. A cheat code in life is, instead of trial and erroring everything, pay somebody who has already learned from their own mistakes to shortcut your path to success. No matter what you do, I recommend investing in education. And this doesn't mean buying a course, right? So sometimes courses are great. A lot of times though, people make video courses by themselves and they're kind of just cash grabs. So you kind of need to know what to look for. What I recommend is not just investing in a course, a self-study thing. Invest in a mentor who will help you one-on-one. Invest in a coach that will help you and others in a group setting. That's what I do. Or invest in a mastermind if you're a little bit on the higher level, right? Masterminds are fantastic if you're already at 6 figures and wanting to kind of go past that. I love masterminds. I'm in one right now. It's amazing. I'm also creating one for Full-Time Wedding Pro, and so far it's been amazing. But if you're stuck at something, whether it's scaling your business or it's getting healthy or it's mastering masculinity or femininity for your relationships or whatever else, like, there are coaches out there who can help you do these things. You don't have to trial and error everything through life. Humans are here to help each other. That is the core reason of why we exist, right? So let them, and stop, and don't be so quick to call everything a scam. So many people do that, and it's a little frustrating. So number 9 is invest in education and be open to learning more and just expanding your mindset and your abilities. Okay, that's number 9. Number 10, this is something that it's new, and I don't do this the best, but it's meet someone new every day. Kind of going back to the whole reason why humans are on Earth thing, if we're really going to get physiological or philosophical about it. Humans were put on here to like connect with other people. So meet someone new every day. That's a challenge I want to issue to you. And whether that's digitally or it's in person is probably preferred. Try to meet someone new every day. You never know what can happen. You never know what friends you can make. You never know what relationships could form from there. You never know what amazing business connections you can make. So make it a goal to meet someone new every day. That's the 10th principle for making 2024 the best year of your life. The 11th principle is form a good morning routine. Currently, I've been loosely following Andrew Huberman's morning routine. If you know who he is a neuroscientist at Stanford University. He's amazing. He has a podcast called Huberman Lab. It's great. It's an amazing podcast. And he focuses his study and his podcast episodes on health of the body. So health of the mind, health of the body in general, health in relationships, mental health, everything. So his morning routine is you wake up, you get sunlight immediately in your eyes because it will spike your cortisol and it will kind of set your circadian rhythm. So you fall asleep pretty well at night. You don't have insomnia, which is great. You hold off for caffeine till 90 minutes in the day. That's what I've done. And then in the morning you drink water. Now he also does cold showers and cold plunges. I do not do those just because right now for the gym, I am trying to bulk and I'm focusing on hypertrophy, and especially right after a workout, if you cold shower or you do a cold plunge, it can actually hinder the hypertrophic effects of working out. So I do not do them, but I have done them before, and cold showers and cold plunges actually really do help with your overall alertness and just overall happiness. So that's his morning routine. And then honestly, just like making that as fast as possible and then getting down and doing work immediately. You don't need like a 20-step morning routine where you get up and then you shower and you drink water and you go out for sunlight and then you make coffee and then you eat breakfast and then you journal and then you read and then you go to the gym and then you work. That is the easiest way to not get anything done. So this actually kind of bridges into number 12. So let's go ahead and skip past number 11, forming a good morning routine and do it consistently. Also wake up on time every single day consistently. A really good piece of advice there. Number 12 is do the most important task in the morning, whether that's for your business or for your life. Okay. So for me, the most important task is to make these videos right now because I'm focusing hard on organic content for this year. So literally right after my morning routine this morning, I got up, I drank water, I went outside, then I got coffee, I did eat a little bit of breakfast. So that's cool. And then I immediately came over to my computer and now I'm doing videos. So do the most important task in the morning. Do it first thing, because I will tell you what happens if you don't. From my own personal experience, especially if you're an ADHD ass procrastinator like I am, you will put that on your to-do list and then you won't do it, and then you'll push it to the next day, and then you won't do it, and then you push it to the next day and you won't do it, and then everything else will get behind and you'll be miserable. So do the most important thing first. The thing you don't want to do the most, do it first thing in the morning, get it done, and then live the rest of your life. It's so nice. All right, that's number 12. Do the most important task you have in the morning and follow the 80-20 principle. Do the things that will get you 80% of your business or life results. Do it first thing and then focus on the 20%. So for me, the 80% is making this content, right? The 20% might be tweaking my website copy or whatever else. The 80% for me is taking sales calls, but the 20% might be tweaking my Instagram or posting a story or something like that. You never know. So like do the 80% first, the most important task in the morning. Number 13, tell someone you love them every day. Tell someone you love them every day. Whether that is a friend, your partner, spouse, or a family member, or just a stranger. Tell someone you love them every day. Show gratitude, show love, spread love to people. Again, humans are on this earth to connect and to spread love to each other. So tell someone you love them every single day. That's number 13. Pretty easy. Number 14, embrace failure. All failure is a learning mechanism. Okay. I cannot tell you guys how many times I've failed. Like constantly, I feel like I'm failing at something. I'm trying out a new funnel for the program, fail. I'm trying a new ad for whatever, failing. I try a new sales strategy, fail. That's okay. They're all learning things. I invested 5 figures in a coaching program that ended up being a total scam. Fail. That's cool. I recouped, I learned from it, and now I'm making more money, and I've already made my money back from it. So, you fail all the time. You took 10 sales calls this month and 7 of them ghosted you, and that really sucks. That's a failure. Learn from it. How can you do things differently? How can you follow up differently? How can you tweak your sales process? Maybe you need to tweak your pricing. Don't know. Go back to number 9 and hire a coach to help you. But, embrace failure. Failure is not a reflection of your quality as a human being. Failure is only a reflection of the things that you're doing. Okay. And sometimes failure is out of your control, and that's okay. But every single time you fail, use it as a learning mechanism, and you will be better. You will get back up, and you will embrace that failure, and you will embrace the lessons that you learn from it. And next time you might win. Stack those failures till you start stacking wins. That's my best advice for you. Number 15, this is funny. Stop being so damn soft. Now, this is not political. I'm not talking about like left wing, light ring shit. When I mean stop being so soft, I mean stop taking everything personally. Stop being so upset and offended if you get on the phone with somebody and they don't hire you, or they want to go for someone cheaper. Stop getting so upset just because you tried ads once and they didn't work. You spent like $100, you need to get an inquiry, and you're like, oh, I'm a failure and blah, 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 blah. Like, stop being so damn soft. Really, stop getting offended over everything. Stop being like, whatever. Just focus, right? Mature yourself, grow up, take accountability, and say, okay, this kind of sums up everything I've been talking about. Just stop being soft. In business is hard. Entrepreneurship is fucking hard. It really is. And you have to be a certain type of person with a certain mental stability to be a business owner, because it's fucking tough. You are in control of everything, and that is both a blessing and a curse. So if you're failing right now, number 1, embrace that failure, like I said in number 14. But number 15, stop being so damn soft, right? Mature yourself, grow up. You're an adult. You have full control over everything. So if you're failing, if you're not where you're at right now, stop blaming everything else. Take some accountability and be like, okay, I'm the master of my own destiny. I am the one who is in full control here. So how can I fix it? And then fix it. It's that easy. Again, it's not easy. It's really hard. But you're not soft. So get at it. Number 16, focus on mental health to break your bad habits. Bad habits, addictions, they are all symptoms of poor mental health. All right. So if you have a bad habit, whether it is, I don't want to get flagged or anything, you guys know what bad habits are, right? Procrastinating, being on your phone too much, watching porn, if that's you, whatever your bad habits are, eating junk food, drinking alcohol, doing drugs, whatever those bad habits, those are all symptoms of poor mental health. They are not the core issues. So if you want to break a bad habit, and I've broken plenty of bad habits in my life, if you want to break a bad habit, don't focus on breaking the habit. Focus on improving your mental health so you do not feel called to spike your dopamine and, engage in those bad habits. Sacrifice what you really want in life for what you want in the short term. That is the core of a bad habit. So if you want to break those bad habits, just focus on improving your mental health. And you can do that by following every single one of the other principles that I've talked about in this podcast. Okay. Best advice there, focus on mental health so that way you can break your bad habits and that process becomes easier. All right. Number 16. Number 17, invest, save, and diversify. This is the year of financial success for a lot of you guys, but you need to be smart with your money. Okay. So have a business bank account, make investments into the stock market, into cryptocurrency, safe cryptocurrency, as safe as it can get, save your money and diversify your income. That could be a whole podcast episode, but it's pretty self-explanatory, right? Like set aside a portion for taxes, set aside a portion for savings. And if you aren't making enough money to do that, then make more money. We are business owners. We have full control over the money we make. So focus on how to make more money. And then when you get more money, invest, save, and diversify that income, and you will be set. Not financial advice. Number 18, embrace new technology. AI is here and it is here to stay, and it is getting better every single day. In fact, I had the help of AI with creating this list and creating the bullet points that I could use. ChatGPT is amazing. I use ChatGPT in Full-Time Wedding Pro to help write ad copy, to help write website copy, to keep it on brand. We use ChatGPT to help with brand messaging. AI is here to stay, and it is absolutely amazing. So if you're not embracing it and you're like one of those people and you're like, no, I hate new technology and blah, 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 you're falling behind. Like, let's just be real. AI, ChatGPT specifically, it helps with so many things, but also there's other AI. Like you might be watching this on a reel right now, and I use AI to automatically edit my short form content from my long form content, and it's free. Use AI. And then number 19, the last and possibly the most important one, stay true to your why. You are on this earth for a reason. You have a purpose. You are a business owner and you have goals and visions for your life for a reason. You have determined a why. And for me, my why is just to have ultimate life freedom. I was here, I was born on earth, and I said this from the time that I was a child, that I was not made to pay bills and die. I was a teenager, right? So not like a child. Anyway, I was not put on this earth to pay bills and die. That is a motto and a saying, a mantra that I've had in my head for more than a decade. And I have proven it over and over again. My goal, my why in life is just to be free. That's my ultimate why. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm here making content. That's why I'm helping other people, because I also love helping other people. So whatever your why is, whether it's to travel, have an amazing family, build generational wealth, build an empire, give back to your kids, give back to other people, whatever your why is, stay true to it. You are here for a reason. Don't get caught up in the money and don't get caught up in all that stuff. You're here for a reason. So everything you do, every decision you make in your life should be should relate to your core vision and your core why for your life. So my friends, that is the 19 principles for how to make 2024 the best year of your life. Just to recap, number 1, script your life. Number 2, set goals for inputs, not outputs. Number 3, read every day. Number 4, get healthy. Number 5, start taking accountability. Number 6, maintain a healthy work and life balance. Number 7, journal as much as you can. Number 8, pray, meditate, or do breath work. Number 9, invest in education or coach, mentor, or mastermind. Number 10, meet someone new every single day. Number 11, form a good morning routine. Number 12, do the most important task in the morning. Number 13, tell someone you love them. Number 14, embrace failure. Number 15, stop being so damn soft. Number 16, focus on mental health to break bad habits. Number 17, invest, save, and diversify. Number 18, embrace new tech. And number 19, stay true to your why. My friends, my name is Peyton Helm. Again, if you want to learn more about my coaching program for photographers and filmmakers, we help photographers and filmmakers in the wedding industry scale to multi-six figures in running paid advertising, not discount based, by the way, refining branding, raising prices, attracting ideal clients, and doing all the fun stuff. We have coaching calls, one-on-one mentorship, and a badass community. If you want to learn more about it, please click the link down below and apply. It is an investment. It is it's not multi 5 figures. Sorry. It is a 4-figure investment. It is probably going to cost you a wedding or two to pay it off. So please be aware of that before you apply. But if you want more information, fill out an application, book a call with me, and I'll shoot you a video that breaks it down. And if you liked this, please like this video or give me a good rating on Spotify or Apple Podcasts and subscribe. All right, my friends, I'll see you soon. Have a good rest of your day. Please take these to heart. Take notes. I hope you've taken notes. If not, please rewatch this. And I hope you have a good one. Goodbye, my friends.